Hello, I'm Jean Nelson, and I have two caregivers that helped me through my cancer, and they have been by my side throughout. And also, I'm going to say my son, Jay Nelson, he came down from Minnesota to be with me during my surgeries, and I'm very grateful for their support. I was first diagnosed with cancer out of the blue. I had no idea that I had cancer back in 2014. I had endometrian cancer. At first they said that I had a 15% chance of living. After further inspection, they figured out that it was endometrian cancer and not cervical cancer, which was a good thing that I'm still here, surviving and thriving after all these years. Cancer Pathways Midwest was a big support. I picked up the brochure and I started coming then as often as I could. And it was a great support for me knowing that someone else had gone through this. There was a place to go. I had several doctor's appointments figuring out what to do, where to go. And I had surgery. I had radical hysterectomy done. And then I had to go through rounds of chemo and also radiation. And like I said, my friends and my son were by my side through most of it, which really helped calm my nerves. And I guess I never really felt that I owned cancer, that I had cancer in my body. I just, no, it's not here. It's not part of, it's not in me. But so maybe that helped me get through too, that I never really owned the fact that I had cancer. And then in 2019, I found out through other health issues that I had kidney cancer. So again, my son came down from Minnesota for my surgery, and my two warriors, we call ourselves the Three Musketeers, were by my side, and they removed one kidney, and then the other one is in stage 3 kidney failure. So I'm very careful about that. But again, out of the blue, no idea that I had another type of cancer. So survived that cancer and doing well after the surgery and the treatment. Most difficult part after my first treatment of chemo, my hands were already going numb, and I'm a tailor by trade. I teach sewing classes, and I cannot lose the feeling in my fingers. So I expressed my concern. He very grateful that he fought for me, and he said, we have to stop her chemo, we have to switch to another type, which meant going through insurance company and getting all the approval from them. But thanks to him, it happened, and the chemo treatment was put off for a short while, but I'm so grateful that I still have a little bit of neuropathy in my fingers and toes, but nothing like it would have been had I had more treatments of that particular chemo drug. So that was one of the most difficult things that I had to encounter. But I had someone on my side that was there to help me through it. I told him he saved my life. I've always been a big exerciser, and one of my exercising friends that I would go work out with every day at lunch, at our lunch, we'd meet at the gym, she kept saying, Jean, you just don't look right. Your eyes are funny, and you're not moving the way you usually move. So a piece of advice that I would have is to listen to your friends and your own body, because I knew I wasn't feeling right, but I had no idea that it was cancer. One of the first things that I joined with, that I started attending regularly, were the knitting support groups. This would be back in about 2015, and I would come and just sit and knit and get ideas from other knitters. So that was a nice, easy way. And then I would come to the yoga classes here. Like I mentioned before, I love to exercise, and yoga is one of my favorite things to do. And so I would come and do yoga classes here, and I've taken several of the nutrition classes, planting classes. It's like so many things that I'm interested in are offered here in a loving, supportive environment.